Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk Wonder Woman. Before I do, we're going to look at John chapter 1 once again, where it says, "And the Word was made flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, the glory as the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. And of his fullness have we all received, and grace for grace." This is for all those who receive Jesus. This is about Jesus. But Jesus brought to the world so the world could see what love really was. Not only did he act in acts of love, but he also sacrificed his life in an act of love. And if you receive that in your life, basically you receive Jesus in your life, then you receive all acts of love that he has to give you, as well as you yourself start to give off acts of love. So that's basically what it's all about. If you want Jesus in your life, just ask him. It's that simple. Let's get into some toys of Wonder Woman. So there's a company called Schleich, and Schleich is really known for making realistic animals, both living and extinct. However, of recent times, they have been doing some DC figures, and this is their site here. If you're looking at new DC figures, DC comic figures, got some Justice League figures here. Now, the likeness of some of these figures doesn't look exactly like the likeness that you'd expect. They have some new products here, and up their new products they have Wonder Woman. And if you look at this is Princess Diana of Wonder Woman. This does not look anything like Wonder Woman, right? It doesn't look anything like Gal Gadot. No likeness of her. But when we see this in the fair here, actually has a likeness very much like Gal Gadot. This is definitely, so they did some work on the figure, and they probably going to continue doing work on the figure. Here's another angle of the figure, and again it looks very much like Gal here from that angle. So it has to be that they're still working on this figure. But I really was attracted to it as I was scouting out online, and I saw this figure and I said, wow, this kind of looks like Gal, you know. So I wanted to let you guys know about that. But if you go and look at all their new figures, just a quick second here, you see they do animals there. You'll notice that the Wonder Woman figure here is not seen, right? That means they're working on it. And besides that, just so you know, the figure actually is coming out when the movie comes out. So see, it's the figurine to accompany the movie. Of course, it's a figurine. It's not an actual action figure. It's a figure that's just, like as you can see here, a statue, right? But it's nice detail on it, I gotta say. It's nice little details here and there. It almost rivals the DC figure, except for the face, okay, in this particular model. But I'm sure when they're finished with the final product, I think it will rival the DC figure, Mattel DC figure that I saw. So I'm looking forward to that. Or is it? Yes. And we have some other interesting figures I want to show you guys. So let me get to that right now. These are called the NJCroce figures. They're called Bendable figures. And Wonder Woman, they're going to put out 3 of them: Steve Trevor, Queen Hippolyta, and Wonder Woman herself, right? And what's interesting about these figures, if I were to show you, first of all, in Batman v Superman, we had Wonder Woman in a bendable figure. I'm going to use that as my model. I go to a YouTube video by Heisenberg, and you can see these are the bendable figures here. They're about 5.8 inches, and you can see Batman, you literally can bend the figures at certain joint areas, so they're bendable. As you can see there, those areas are bendable. Now I don't know if the actual area here, this actual area here, can bend forward or backwards. Apparently it can't bend forwards, so there is limited use of the figure, but it's still a bendable figure, and it does have a likeness somewhat to the Ben Affleck figure and to Henry Cavill and to Princess Diana, aka Gal Gadot, right? So you get some bending at these areas of the joints. I'm not too sure if you get some bending up here on the thigh area. That's my curiosity. Can you get these figures to kind of sit a little bit? I don't know, but it's very interesting, so I decided to share this with you guys. So on that note, you guys have a great one.